So we're going to be cooking a Scandinavian take on the Scandinavian rice pudding that is traditionally served at Christmas time. But it is loaded with dairy, and a lot of people are avoiding dairy these days, so we are going to be cooking it in coconut milk instead. And then we're going to serve it with a seasonal fruit sauce. Right now we have amazing rhubarb in the garden and these honeyberries, which is a new berry that is coming into production here in Minnesota. So I'm just going to chop up the rhubarb, and I just want to show you. So I just picked this in the garden, and you pick it by pulling the whole thing off. You chop the leaf off, but then I leave the little foot here, and supposedly this is like the sweetest little part of it. The leaves are very toxic, so you don't eat the leaves at all. But there's no measuring here. This is just kind of make it up as you go. And you just want to kind of cut this, you know, maybe 1/2 inch approximately. And then I'm just going to put it in a pan, and I'm going to put a little bit of lemon zest, some lemon juice, maple sugar, and then this is lemon verbena, which is one of my favorite herbs to grow.
Here we have arborio rice, which is a fatter, high-starch strain of rice, and then we're simmering that in coconut milk. And you want to use the lighter coconut milk because the full-on fat coconut milk can get quite goopy, and it's really too heavy to cook the rice in. It's difficult for the rice to absorb all the milk. And towards the very end, we're going to add maple syrup rather, to sweeten it. But we don't add that till the end because if it's added too soon, the mixture might tend to burn. We don't want to season it with the maple syrup until the very end. The nice thing about lemon verbena is that it adds that lemon fragrance without adding a lot of the bitterness that you get from using lemon itself.
So rhubarb cooks in, you know, just 5-10 minutes or so. I don't want to add the honeyberry until the end because I still want them to retain their shape.
We're getting towards the end. You can see how quickly it's thickening up. So again, the rice is releasing its starches into the pot and making this far thicker. We're ready. I'm going to turn it off, and now I add this beautiful maple syrup, which is actually from Iowa, from Decorah. One of our beautiful natural sweeteners. And because it has that nice smoky flavor, a little bit of woodsiness, it isn't too sweet, and it adds an additional flavor to the coconut and the vanilla with this rice. All right, so we're just gonna let this cool down before we serve it.
There you go. Add these in here. Stir them around.
Oh, it's so pretty. Nice thing about the honeyberries is they add that sort of pop of color, so you have the paleness of the rhubarb against the...
So just want to make sure that this gets warm. I don't want to stir it too much because the rhubarb will get really stringy, and I kind of want the honeyberries to retain their shape as well. So we have now cooled the rice pudding down, so it gets much thicker after it has cooled down. But then we're going to put it in these bowls and serve it with the berry sauce. So I'm just going to put
Look at how pretty that is with the different colors.
A little bit in there.
All right,
and
good.
Yep. We have fresh mint. We're going to put that in there as well. So there you have it.
Okay.
Already seasoned.